Good evening, everyone. I got another video that I want to make tonight. This is for a coven of grays, the short grays. Um, if you know who the grays are, you should know. They are very timid, misunderstood, and very shy. It's a lot of Wheel of Fortunes in reverse. A lot of people are in the Eight of Cups, Five of Cups, Five of Pentacles, Strength in reverse, Sun in reverse. It's going to be a long journey for these individuals. You know, they could have been authentic. They could have been real. But they chose to be the opposite. Of real, which is fake, counterfeit, false. Fraudulent. Just a bunch of grays. It's just like scribbling. Just a bunch of errors, and they chose the errors to become their ways. Due to these different covens, because we look at covens as families, instead of just organizations, like a brotherhood, a sisterhood, someone that can, relate. But people chose to be around people that related not in a good way. Their relating was senseless. I know that my dream last night, it was intense. It was a lot of people that were just begging, just lost. Just empty vessels, just wavering, a lot of people didn't want to go to court. A lot of people didn't want to show up, you know, due to them knowing that they were guilty, But even the guilty ones need to be punished. There's consequences for the guilty ones, and people were driven, by the errors of their ways, by money, by greed, jealousy. They couldn't stand to see another person shine, and I know in my dream it was a lot of dimness, there was no light at the end of the tunnel for people. People just walking around in a sort of a zombie aura, not knowing where to go, where to stay, but they know that at the end of the day they have no one to blame but themselves. So this coven of grays, the short grays, it's not the tall grays, these are short ones. Their span of time spent doing things to people. They chose not to blossom. They chose not to grow. They chose to not only walk in their shadows, but be hidden behind statues, like limitations. They chose to hide around people who give orders. Even though they were in a position of having low orders, low authorities, now they're in a position where they have no authority. Those same people they were joined together with, those conglomerate organizations, the justice departments, just the system. Those are the same people who are sending out warrants and putting their dockets in, adding them to the docket, for court appearances. Like I said in my dream, they didn't even want to go to court. They knew they was guilty, but they didn't want to show their face. It's like their mask has not only came off, but their eyes speaks, volumes. They don't have to say much, but you can just see. I know I can feel people just crying out to God. But I always say, speak out to the universe. Don't be crying to God now. You did what you did. You knew as above, so below. Especially being in covens, being witches and warlocks. The rules of spirituality. You knew the rules of summonings. You knew the rules of casting. So you have no one to blame but yourself. But since people felt as though they felt misunderstood, but that's a narcissist mindset. Because I know for me, I was around people and I let them know I understood. So whoever came in contact with me who say that they were misunderstood, no, you chose that route. See, I always tell people I understand. Let's sit down and talk. Let's communicate. I always had an opening ear. Like my heart, I give hearts to everybody. What you do on the sideline with that heart, that's up to you. But people cry now. Stop crying. Stop whining. You dug your own grave. You spent 30 plus years becoming your own heirs to your ways. You weren't trying to grow. You were trying to destroy any and everyone's garden, tampering with everyone's position, everyone's dreams, aspiration, goals, spiritual gifts. And then, like I said, the system. A lot of people don't want people to be seen as sane. They want people to be seen as insane, having sanity problems. Now people are in the background, can't sleep, can't eat, crying, seeing things, but you gotta understand those things that you're going through right now are the same things you wanted me to go through. You wanted me to be in a position to where I didn't feel safe. You wanted me to be in a position to where I wasn't happy. You wanted me to be in a position to where I see things. You wanted me to be in a position to where I have no one. You wanted me to be in a position where I had nothing, no money, no love, no communication with anyone and anything. Now, you're going to be in that same network that you were networking with. You're going to experience those same things as above, so below. Karma. You have a lot of debts to pay. And no amount of tears, no prayers, no savaging behavior can take away the consequences of your actions. So, thank you.